So I'm Nathan Barnes. I work at the Geophysical Institute at UAF.
And you're here at the American Geophysical Union fall meeting,
Yes.
presenting a poster. Is it your first AGU?
It's my second AGU, but it's my first presentation.
Oh, so you're up in the big league
Yeah,
this
yeah.
time. How is it different presenting versus just coming?
Well, it's pretty similar, but so my first time, my advisor was presenting a poster, and he told me to stand next to it. So I got a little bit of the presentation mixed in, but it wasn't my work.
So now you had to create the poster, practice your spiel, get all
yeah.
ready, and here you are. Your shift is almost over.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking a couple minutes to talk. So you are studying some really, really cool things. I love science fiction, but you're like, this is science fact that you're studying. You're looking at some of the results that came from an Earth probe that studied Pluto.
Yes.
Why did you want to do that?
It's cool, I guess.
It is cool. So what did you find? What is your poster about?
So my poster is comparing the data from that probe to numerical simulations that we did at home, and we're able to use the response function from one of the instruments on that probe to make direct comparisons. One interesting thing that we're currently looking at is the distribution of heavy ions that come from Pluto's atmosphere is actually different in the data than it is in our simulation. So we're trying to find out what physics is missing from the simulation to understand that process.
That must be pretty exciting, because
It is.
if you do all the model, you're like, okay, this is what we're going to see, and when you see something different, now you've got great work to do.
Yeah. I mean, if it all worked out from the beginning, then I wouldn't even have this job, because my advisor wrote a paper in 2009, but it's totally different from that.
So what was the feeling like? Were you around a monitor when the data was coming in? Did you get like an email?
The data coming in from New Horizons, so it's very far away, which means you get a very weak signal from the antenna. The data rate was measured, I think, in bits per minute. So if you compare that to your internet connection speed, which is in like megabytes per second or something.
Much faster.
Yeah. So it took months for the data to download. And then even once it was here on Earth, the instrument group, the people that worked on the spacecraft itself, they had the first run at it. So we didn't get to see it until that was published.
I mean, I'm sitting at home. I get frustrated when my YouTube buffers for a while. Oh my God! It must have been just
yeah.
Plus,
They prioritize what data gets sent. So what I'm studying is the plasma data. So the instrument I mentioned it measures the ion concentrations and so forth. But what they wanted to send home first were the high resolution images, so that they could put them in the newspapers or whatever.
It's always flash. I love looking at those.
Yeah, no, me too. I loved it. That was a lot of fun.
This is that nitty-gritty science.
Yeah.
Why UAF? Why do you choose to study there? You could be anywhere in the world.
I could be anywhere in the world, but I guess Alaska felt like an adventure, so I chose to go there.
It is pretty close to being on another world sometimes.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's things that I'll do on the weekend that a lot of people would consider once in a lifetime experience.
Thank you for taking some time away from your poster to talk to me. Really
Yeah.
appreciate it, Nathan.
Yeah.